Ooh, welcome everybody to Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. This is Joel Perez here for your Smackdown Live review for the date of May 23rd, 2017. This is, of course, the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel and Joel Perez. Very, very, very good SmackDown Live episode here tonight. We were going straight into Money in the Bank after this pay-per-view. Backlash is over, and we're going straight towards Money in the Bank. No doubt about it here tonight. Very good episode of SmackDown Live here tonight. A couple disappointments, bro. A couple disappointments, of course. Like, no Rusev here tonight. That was kind of disappointing. I mean, I expected to see Rusev here tonight. He said he was going to appear. Where the hell was Rusev here tonight? Nowhere to be found. So there were some disappointments here tonight on SmackDown Live. But besides that, a very good show here tonight. We had Nakamura on the show here tonight. Of course, the show coming out of Backlash into Money in the Bank. And you know what? Money in the Bank is looking like it's going to be a good pay-per-view. Yeah, they have 4 weeks to build towards this pay-per-view. They have 4 weeks to build towards this pay-per-view, and they announced a lot of matches here tonight. They announced a lot of matches here tonight, and that's very good. That is very good. We were in Toledo, Ohio here tonight. We saw a lot of crap here tonight. We saw Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn, a tag team championship match here tonight. That was crazy. We saw the women do something. The backstage segment they had later on in the night was actually more compelling to me than the actual women's match here tonight was. We had Nakamura and AJ Styles. This was the big selling point here. Nakamura and AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler. But the most important thing that happened here tonight was the fact that the Money in the Bank ladder match, everybody who's going in to the Money in the Bank ladder match was announced here tonight straight off the bat. A WWE Championship rematch between Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton was also announced for Money in the Bank. We had a bunch of matches announced for Money in the Bank here tonight, and it was very good show. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, SmackDown Live, May 23rd. Really not much to say here besides all of the things that you should go check out on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Make sure to go check out all the other content. Last week, we uploaded 8 goddamn videos, so make sure to go check out Monday Night Raw and SmackDown reviews for last week. We had breaking news on CM Punk being offered $1 million to return to wrestling for a promotion under the name of 5 Star Wrestling. We had a WWE Backlash preview and predictions. We had NXT TakeOver Chicago preview and predictions. On Saturday, we had Behind the Mic, where we cover all the news going on in the WWE. We're talking about the major title changes going on Raw and SmackDown over the summer. We already saw a major title change at Backlash. We had NXT TakeOver Chicago review and results. Make sure to go check that one out. I had a lot of fun making that video, so make sure to go check out that review. And of course, we had WWE Backlash reviewed on Sunday. Jinder Mahal wins the WWE Championship. Make sure to go check out that video as well. We uploaded a bunch of content, as well as a Monday Night Raw review last night, which you should all totally go check out. Monday Night Raw review last night. Very good Monday Night Raw review for y'all last night. We were talking about how Monday Night Raw, really, the lack of competition in the wrestling industry, the monopolization of the wrestling industry is leading to these boring, lackluster Monday Night Raws. So make sure to go check that out. Thankfully, SmackDown was the opposite of what Monday Night Raw was last night. Monday Night Raw was absolutely boring, absolutely abysmal last night. SmackDown here tonight changed your perception of wrestling for the week right around, because they put on a very, very good show. We're going to go into this one right off the bat here. Shane McMahon started off the show. They were in Toledo, Ohio here tonight. Yesterday they were in Columbus, or not Columbus. Where the hell were they yesterday? I don't even know. For Monday Night Raw, they were in the middle of nowhere. But, I mean, here tonight they were in Toledo, Ohio, May 23rd, 2017 episode of SmackDown. And this show immediately put an emphasis on making Jinder Mahal look good. As this show started, we saw a bunch of police motorcycle escorts, which looked absolutely awesome, by the way. I thought Rusev was arriving in this limo. No, it was your new WWE Champion, Jinder Mahal. And the Bollywood boys did the same thing they did last night at Backlash. But here tonight, it just looked so much cooler. It was outside, and the motorcycles came rolling in. And the Bollywood boys took out the carpet, rolled it out for Jinder Mahal. And Jinder Mahal came out in this nice suit, beautiful suit with the WWE Championship around his waist. Jinder Mahal looked absolutely wonderful here tonight. He looked like a legit WWE Champion. The presentation they gave him here tonight made Jinder look like a legit WWE Champion. A lot of what they did here tonight was a lot better than what they did for these 1.5 or 1 month and a half that they were building towards Backlash with Jinder Mahal in mind for that WWE Championship. So tonight they did a lot of good work with Jinder Mahal. They did a lot of good work tonight. If they can continue that, we'll discuss the segment, his celebration of the WWE Championship. We're going to discuss that. But for now, let's move on to the segment that you could say officially started the show. And it was Shane McMahon coming out saying that on Sunday night, history was made, because after we got the crowning of the 50th WWE Champion. Yes, Jinder Mahal's getting that honor as well, the 50th WWE Champion ever. I thought it was more than that, but I mean, it probably was more than that, and WWE just likes to delete a lot of people off the record. Chris Benoit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, tonight he said Sunday night history was made after the crowning of a new WWE champion in Jinder Mahal. Shane immediately adds that a Money in the Bank pay-per-view is just 5 or 4 weeks away, and we are dead set for Money in the Bank. We're building towards that now. They showed the Money in the Bank briefcase, which was hanging above the ring here tonight. He immediately announced that Randy Orton has instituted his rematch clause against Jinder Mahal, and that will be going on that Money in the Bank. Shane McMahon says that they also have one of his favorite matches of the year, the Money in the Bank ladder match. So he introduces all 5 participants who were going to be in this match, and AJ Styles came out, expected. Baron Corbin came out. That's my pick for who's going to win this entire thing, if you ask me. Sami Zayn came out, expected, but after what happened tonight, he might not be in this match anymore. Dolph Ziggler came out as well, and Kevin Owens came out, but he was not one of the participants in this match, at least not originally. But he introduces the 5th participant, Shane McMahon does, who was Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't agree with that. Right off the bat, I'm telling you, I don't agree with that. If Shinsuke Nakamura isn't going to win the Money in the Bank, which I don't believe he is, I am sincerely against Shinsuke Nakamura winning any titles for now. I say you give Nakamura that moment at WrestleMania 34. That is where it would have the most meaning, and that's where you would get the biggest pop out of the situation. You'd make that a moment to remember in WrestleMania history against AJ Styles, and that's why I say it's in my plans to have AJ Styles win that WWE Championship at SummerSlam, but it doesn't look like WWE has those plans in mind, because look at who's your champion right now. Look at who's your champion right now. Either AJ Styles is going to win the Money in the Bank, and that's how he is going to hold it, or WWE is just going to completely throw us threw a curveball here, have Nakamura win the Money in the Bank. Nakamura wins the WWE Championship, and it's AJ Styles challenging. That would be so ass backwards to me, because you would believe that AJ Styles would be the heel in the situation, and it's always better when the heel is being chased by the babyface. So I don't know, but Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be in this Money in the Bank match. I wouldn't have done that considering plans going into the future, because you really don't want to give Nakamura a loss, because I think Baron Corbin's winning Money in the Bank this year. But I don't know. Nakamura is in this match, and I mean, that's a decision SmackDown is going to have to work out. As soon as Nakamura's entrance was finished here, Kevin Owens took the mic and he says he understands why some of these guys are in the match, since Nakamura and Sami Zayn both won their matches at Backlash. Owens says it's mere favoritism because the guy who Owens beat at Backlash is in this match, AJ Styles. He brings up the fact that he was able to beat AJ on Sunday, while Shane couldn't at Mania, of course saying that Shane was showing favoritism towards the guys who got put in this match like Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles. Yet Kevin Owens, your United States champion and the man who won his match at Backlash, is not in this match. So Kevin Owens took issue with Shane McMahon here, and Shane McMahon said, you know what, you have a solid point. Kevin Owens, I'm going to give you your wish. You are now in the Money in the Bank ladder match as well. You're the 6th member of that Money in the Bank ladder match. Owens, he's happy. He gets his due. He gets what he wanted. And as I'm getting spammed here with messages, who the hell is this? Jesus Christ, let's ignore this person. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, moving on here, where the hell was I? Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin picks up the mic and he's telling everybody to shut the hell up. And I mean, that reminded me of Botchmania and how they like to do their "you talk too much" segments, which are absolutely hilarious. And they took the one where Baron Corbin took The Miz to shut up a couple months ago on SmackDown. I'm sure this one is going to make the list too, with Baron Corbin telling everybody to just shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. So that made me chuckle a little bit, just thinking of Botchamania. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Baron Corbin tells Owens to shut up, telling Shane to lower the briefcase and just give it to him, because there's no competition who's worthy of Baron Corbin. Now, I mean, he's going to win the match if you ask me, so he might be right. AJ says that he doesn't care if it's WWE's version of Eric Cartman, which I didn't like that joke. Why the hell are you calling Kevin Owens fat? He says he doesn't care if it's the show off, the lone wolf, the underdog, or the rock star. And he looks at Shinsuke Nakamura. You can just tell the friction, the energy, the story that would be in a rivalry like that. But he says he doesn't care if it's any of those people. He says he's going to win. As Zayn picks up the mic, Corbin interrupted, saying that Zayn's win yesterday was a fluke. That starts the discussion of them facing again until Ziggler takes the mic. He actually interrupted Owens, who wanted to say something. He takes the mic saying the only one who's ever been in a Money in the Bank ladder match is him, and he actually won it. And he cashed in successfully, so he's going to do it again. Nakamura then takes the mic right from Ziggler's hands, and he says, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Shinsuke Nakamura. But you can call me Mr. Money in the Bank. Absolutely fantastic from Shinsuke Nakamura. Shane McMahon then says, obviously all of you have heat, so it's going to be Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn in a rematch from last night on Backlash, and it's going to be AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura against Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler. So those matches are set up, and the tag team match, he said, was going to be in the main event, which it very well was. So that was the beginning of the show. Very good beginning of the show. One thing I didn't like here was the fact that there were no qualifying matches. Whatever happens to qualifying matches for the Royal Rumble, for a Money in the Bank ladder match, for the Elimination Chamber? If you want to get into a match like this, wouldn't you think that you would have to go into a qualifying match. Nope, none of that here, bro. Just simple, you know what? You're in the match, you're in the match, you're in the match. And Kevin Owens even brought that up, bro. Kevin Owens even brought that up, and I thought Shane McMahon was going to say, you know what, Owens, you're right, let's make some qualifying matches. No, he just says, you know what, Owens, to get you to shut up, you're in the match too. Is that what warrants a Money in the Bank spot now? If you win this briefcase, bro, you get to cash in for the WWE Championship whenever the hell you want. The WWE Champion could be on crutches. They could be sleeping, bro. You can cash that crap in and win the WWE Championship. Yet you're telling me you just randomly get picked to be in this matchup? Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible there. But besides that, he picked some worthy names, did Shane McMahon. He picked some worthy names, and I understand there's not enough names on the roster to qualify everybody. But Owens even broke it down simply. Sami Zayn won last night. Nakamura won last night. Kevin Owens won last night. Everybody else should have to compete in a qualifying match. That's true. I don't see why not. But that was not the case here tonight. So whatever. Anyways, we move on to Becky Lynch and Charlotte versus Natalya and Carmella. This match was nothing, very uneventful, just the same old welcoming committee garbage, and thankfully that came to an end tonight. Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi, they got a bit of revenge here on the welcoming committee. Becky made Carmella tap with the disarmer here tonight, which made no sense to me, because you're telling me that one night, or two times, Carmella gets to pin the women's champion, yet here she's tapping out after a 6-minute match. Makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. No sense. No sense whatsoever right there. This was uneventful. Becky Lynch got the win here. She got her comeuppance. Who gives a crap? Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn. This match ended very, 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 very quickly. It ended after Zayn got a quick roll up out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Corbin gets pinned here for the second time in a row, bro. For the second time in a row. But this, I understood it. It built up a story because Corbin absolutely lost it after this loss to Sami Zayn. Hitting Zayn brutally with the steel chair, going into the crowd and bouncing his head off a barricade that was in the middle of the crowd. Everybody was going like, oh my god, what the hell is Corbin doing to Zayn? I like this. It builds sympathy around Zayn. It makes Corbin look like an absolute badass. And going to the Money in the Bank, it makes Corbin look very, very good. He put Zayn's head down on the barricade and literally started elbowing it down, smushing it against the barricade, and his elbow looked absolutely brutal. They brought out a stretcher for Sami Zayn as we went into the next segment. And the most interesting question you have to ask you here, I thought Rusev was going to be put into the Money in the Bank. I thought maybe even a Shelton Benjamin would come back and be put into the Money in the Bank. Maybe this injury of Sami Zayn is going to open up the spot at Money in the Bank for somebody else. I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but we did not see Rusev here tonight, and they really didn't talk about Sami Zayn as if he was injured and wasn't even going to be able to compete in 4 weeks. And it is 4 weeks. I mean, this wasn't the most brutal attack. It wasn't Braun Strowman's attack on Roman Reigns. So, I don't know, but Sami Zayn hurt here tonight by Baron Corbin after getting the win. And I like that fact. You gave Sami Zayn that win, Sami Zayn looking nice, and then Baron Corbin looking like that absolute badass after just taking that fluke victory. This tonight was a fluke victory. Last night was a pretty good match. Zayn won after a hard-fought match. But here tonight, that was a fluke victory. And Corbin let out his anger on Zayn. We're in a backstage segment with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Very interesting tension here. Very interesting tension. AJ Styles told Nakamura that he learned a lot or a thing or two from him in Japan in the past. But tonight, Nakamura in this tag team match needs to follow his lead. Nakamura says that at Money in the Bank, or tonight, he's going to follow AJ Styles, but at Money in the Bank, it's going to be Nakamura's playground. So that is very, very interesting right there. Building some tension towards Money in the Bank between Nakamura and AJ Styles. But we go to an episode of the Fashion Files. I'm glad the Fashion Files did not end. I'm glad the Fashion Files did not end here, despite the fact that the Usos did beat Breezango last night. I love the fact that the Fashion Files did not end. The Fashion Files go on here tonight to Shane McMahon's office, where Breeze and Fandango actually looked like they were going to quit. They're handing in their badges and all their crap to Shane after their loss, with Breeze even pulling down his goddamn pants, bro. He actually pulled down his goddamn pants. Shane tells them that they don't have to do any of this. They have proved themselves, and tonight they both have singles matches with the Usos. So it was Tyler Breeze versus Jay and Fandango versus Jimmy. They get their stuff back as the case is back on in action. So we're going to discuss that segment later when it happens, but for now, we're probably going to talk about the most eventful segment of the night here tonight. Jinder Mahal's championship celebration. Goddamn, was this festive. They have a whole dance show prepared for us. Jesus Christ. With what I'm guessing was a tribal or an Indian tribal dance, if I can speak here. An Indian tribal dance being performed by a bunch of dancers as the Bollywood boys walked down until Jinder came out in a suit and was introduced. Jinder, the honor of being 50th WWE Champion in history here tonight, that was being honored, as well as his win, being the first Indian or person of Indian descent to be WWE Champion. So that is what happened here. They danced on the ramp, did the people who were dancing for Jinder, and they danced around ringside as Jinder's music played, and he just stood there in admiration, did Jinder Mahal. He got a very, very, very mixed reaction. There were still some of those Chicago smarks in the crowd who were cheering for him, but Jinder got a very good reaction from the crowd, or very heelish reaction, I should say. But Jinder picked up the microphone, and he really is getting that heel heat with this gimmick, bro, with this foreigner gimmick and the USA. He picked up the mic and said that the people could shower him with hatred, but that doesn't change the fact that he is WWE Champion. He says he was booed, they booed him because he looked and talked different. But he proved everyone wrong, because at Backlash, he beat Randy Orton, and he became WWE Champion. He said Randy Orton is just like America, on the decline, while he is on the rise. He says this is about his people. He celebrates for Punjab to India. He then speaks in Punjabi to his people, which sets the crowd on fire with these USA chants. Everybody was chanting, USA, USA, while Jinder was just talking in Punjabi here. And he goes on the turnbuckle, holds up the WWE Championship. No Randy Orton here tonight. No Randy Orton. Holds up the WWE Champion. Some huge pyro goes off for Jinder Mahal. WWE really trying to make Jinder Mahal look legitimate, look like this serious WWE Champion. And I mean, I like it. I like a Jinder Mahal with a decent promo here tonight. Again, I wish he would have put up the intensity. Each week, it's like he comes out, and the first night after that six-pack challenge, I was like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, this guy is ready. But here tonight, it was just like he had a cold, and he was very restrained, and I don't know, but Jinder Mahal really needs to put up the intensity in his promo. Randy Orton did not show up, but it was a very good segment, and very interesting to see how they handled Jinder Mahal, because they gave him a big presentation coming out with the police motorcycles, with them, the Bollywood boys laying out the rug, the dancing, all the pyro, the suit. I mean, Jinder Mahal, at least the presentation of Jinder Mahal here tonight, screamed big time champion. So they did that right. They made this guy look like a champion, but can he act like a champion? I mean, decent promo, but I mean, let's see what he does with the WWE Championship. I doubt he goes past Money in the Bank. I seriously doubt he goes past Money in the Bank with that championship. But Jinder Mahal, for now, is being established as a WWE Champion. How long that reign lasts? 1 month. 1 month, if you ask me. We go to Tyler Breeze versus Jey Uso. This match was absolutely ridiculous. Both of these little matches were absolutely ridiculous. But then we went to something more serious. Jey picked up the mic saying that they don't deserve a match since they already got beat last night, and that was in the middle of the goddamn match. Fandango then squirts Jey with the water gun, and that distracted Jey Uso, allowing Tyler Breeze to get the roll-up. 1, 2, 3, Tyler Breeze gets a roll-up over Jey Uso. So that's the first of the wins. Then we go to Fandango versus Jimmy Uso, and in this match, Breeze put on a wig on the outside. Jey started chasing him around. Tyler Breeze eventually went into the ring. Jimmy caught him, threw his wig off, and Tyler Breeze still took advantage, however. He slid out the ring, punched Jey right in the mouth. That distracted Jimmy Uso enough to where Fandango was able to get the roll-up on Jimmy Uso. So that's 2 wins over the Usos, and they were able to use that to justify the fact that that Tyler Breeze and Fandango deserved a rematch, and they actually cut a little promo after the match, and after the match they pick up the mics saying that they want a rematch for the tag titles unless they are afraid that the titles would look better against these weights. The Usos say, you know what, let's do this right now, and they set the crowd on fire. But I was like, alright, I'm ready, bro. I am ready for a WWE Championship or a WWE Tag Team Championship match. So the referee went on the walkie-talkie, which actually looked pretty funny. He was apparently talking to Shane McMahon, who approved the tag team title match, since Fandango and Tyler Breeze just got singles victories over the Usos. I mean, why not? But in the end, this was actually a very little fast-paced tag team match. It did not go too long, but very fast-paced here. In the end, the Usos still managed to retain. Which, very nice way to wrap up this little rivalry. But they still managed to retain in this match after Fandango hit the leg drop on Jey, I believe. But he wasn't legal because they had been on the ropes before on the Usos side. And Jimmy, I believe, made the blind tag without Fandango seeing. Fandango knocked Jey off the ropes, hit the leg drop on Jey, and off the unknown tag, when he hit the leg drop, Jimmy went down and did the frog splash for the 1, 2, 3. So a very clever end. The match didn't go that long. Wish it would have went longer, but a lot of time was given to the main event. So, the Usos versus Breezango, nice way to wrap up this victory. Very exciting series of segments. Whenever there's a tag team match, impromptu tag team match on these shows, it's very, very exciting. And they use that to make the show a lot more exciting. So, very, very good stuff from Breezango here. Very entertaining tag team. They just find a way to entertain you every single time. Very, very good stuff from Breezango and the Usos. The Usos still managed to look serious despite the fact that they're getting beaten by water guns. So I don't know how, but the Usos, to me at least, are still a reputable looking tag team. I don't know how, bro. I don't know how. Maybe I'm just ridiculous. But Breezango does not capture the tag team championships here tonight against the Usos. We go to an argument going on in front of Shane McMahon between Natalya and Carmella were actually arguing here tonight. James Ellsworth was in this. Well, I don't know why, but they were actually arguing here tonight. Becky Lynch and Charlotte came in with everybody making their case on why they deserve the women's championship and the shot at the women's championship, shot at Naomi. And they're arguing right in front of Shane McMahon, and Shane McMahon says, you know what? Everybody shut the hell up. because next week on SmackDown Live, I thought he was going to announce a Money in the Bank ladder match, bro. I would have been like, oh my god. Oh my god. Because that was a rumor going around. I actually was going to report that before this show, that there is a Money in the Bank ladder match happening. But no, Shane McMahon announces a fatal 5-way next week to determine who will face Naomi at Money in the Bank. I thought he was going to announce the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, which would have been absolutely huge, to determine who gets a Money in the Bank for the women's championship. That would have been absolutely awesome, but that was not the case because a Fatal 5-Way is happening next week. Still excited for that Fatal 5-Way. Still excited for the fact that it's finally not the freaking welcoming committee against the Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi team, but I mean, Fatal 5-Way next week. I believe Charlotte's going to win that match. No brainer there. Charlotte's winning that match, and we're going to see Charlotte versus Naomi. We move on to the main event here. Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Obviously a very good main event. I mean, look at who's in the ring. Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Some of the best talent you have on both SmackDown Live and Monday Night. Probably the whole roster in general. AJ Styles and Nakamura both didn't get entrances this year. That's something I noticed here, which surprised the hell out of me, because why the hell would two of the biggest superstars on your show not get entrances here? Ziggler got half an entrance. Kevin Owens was the only guy who got an entrance here. Kevin Owens was the only guy who got an entrance here. I understand why you wouldn't do Nakamura, because you already did it at the beginning of the show, but, I mean, AJ Styles? I mean, Dolph Ziggler getting half an entrance makes no sense to me. Came back from commercial break here. And very good tag team match. Very good tag team match. Surprisingly, they didn't do the thing they were doing at the beginning of the show and during the tag team title matchup, because I guess the main event's too precious, with the small little screen and showing the screen during the commercial break. I don't know if I mentioned that, bro. But they did that here tonight, and it worked very well. It did work very, very well. I just wish I wasn't doing things in the middle of the commercial break, like recording gameplay. I don't know. But, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this was a very good match. And, of course, they were advertising in this match the debut of Shinsuke Nakamura on SmackDown Live for the first time. So, obviously, that was the focus point of this match. And obviously, Shinsuke Nakamura picked up the win here. I don't like the fact that he pinned Kevin Owens, the United States champion. Could have easily pinned Dolph Ziggler, but he did hit the Kinshasa on Kevin Owens to get that pinfall victory on the U.S. champion and get that momentum going into Money in the Bank. So that was SmackDown Live here tonight. Very, very solid show here tonight. Much better than Monday Night Raw. It wasn't even that the things that happened on this show were so unbelievably spectacular. It was the fact that the presentation, the flow of this show just went so well, and it was a very, very good SmackDown Live here tonight. Money in the Bank entrance announced here tonight, and we got that train moving towards Money in the Bank. Hopefully next week we could get as good a show on SmackDown Live, because recently the consistency of these shows has been all over the place. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. I hope you enjoyed every single thing you heard here. Make sure to go check out everything else on the channel. Monday Night Raw review for last night is up. Monday Night Raw and SmackDown reviews for last week are also up. Of course, last week, all the things I uploaded. CM Punk breaking news, $1 million to return to wrestling for 5-Star Wrestling. You have Backlash preview and predictions, NXT TakeOver Chicago preview and predictions, review for NXT TakeOver Chicago, Behind the Mic where we cover all the news in the WWE, and of course, Backlash, Jinder Mahal wins the WWE Championship. Some crazy stuff there, so make sure to go check out all that stuff out. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe, because all the links to those videos are down in the description. So make sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button with the End of Days by Baron Corbin. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't know why the hell I did that, but make sure to hit that subscribe button with the End of Days. That's much better. For now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joel Perez, and for now, I am out of here.